Kansas City's Urban League is marking a milestone in a major transition. The organization is honoring civil rights icon Reverend Al Sharpton as its longtime leader prepares to step down.
KCTV5's Ali Espinosa is following this transition and explains what's next.
Behind me is where Gwendolyn Grant has spent decades fighting for civil rights right here in Kansas City. And although Grant is retiring, today they honored a civil rights icon and focused on the mission and work ahead. The Urban League of Greater Kansas City honored Reverend Al Sharpton earlier today with its Civil Rights Living Legend Award at the Starlight Theater. But the day carried a bigger question: what happens to this work when the people who built it move on? Urban League President and CEO Gwendolyn Grant is retiring March 2027. She says the mission is clear and so is the responsibility.
When we have the opportunity, when power is vested in us through our position, we must find within ourselves that power or the calling or the commitment to use that in a way to transform systems and communities.
Now, Councilwoman Melissa Robinson will be taking over the organization that has served Kansas City for 68 years at a time that civil rights leaders say the work has never been more urgent. Reporting in KCMO, Ali Espinosa, KCTV 5 News.